Ali Lakhani, the conference convener, then gave his opening remarks.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of the divine reality, whose presence is compassion and mercy, Senator Mubina Jaffer, Provost Karl Ammerhein, distinguished guests, Dr. Seyyed Hossein Nasr, honored speakers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ali Lakhani. I'm the founder and editor of the journal Sacred Web and the convener of this conference. And on behalf of Sacred Web, I welcome you to the University of Alberta and to this conference. The performance of music that we have just heard took different instruments from different traditions, the Hindu and Muslim traditions, and then found ways to harmonize the formal differences through a more universal and essential way of connecting. The beautiful performance speaks, in a sense, to one of the underlying themes of the conference, which, with its title, The Sacred Web, Tradition in the Modern World, is about seeking harmony through deeper connection. Now, the title of the conference uses the word tradition in a special sense. And for those who are not traditionalists, I want to say a few words about the term tradition, the special way that that word is used in this conference and in some of the presentations that will follow. The difference between tradition in its normal usage and tradition with a capital T. Tradition in its special usage refers to a worldview, a way of seeing the world that differs from our ordinary perception. We ordinarily see the world as composed of mind and matter, of physical objects existing in time and space, which we interpret through the use of our minds and our senses, of which our technological instruments are but extensions. By contrast, traditionalists speak of a way of seeing the world in which mind and matter exist as part of a continuum of reality that involves a deeper dimension, a transcendent or spiritual dimension of which the worlds of mind and matter are merely a projection. One can think of this, to use a metaphor that is often used, in terms of an ocean, a vast ocean where the world of mind and matter exist as ripples or waves on the surface of the ocean. This deep ocean is a presence in which we all participate, a reality in which we live and move and have our being, or, to use a different metaphor, perhaps more apt for this conference, we can think of it as a sacred web. A sacred web, as it were, through which each strand of life is intimately connected to every other. It is a realization that within each of us is a transcendent center, a unique vantage point within the heart of ourselves, from which the complete web of life can be seen, a center from which all the different strands emerge and by which they are held together. It is the realization that what we do to the web of life, we do to ourselves, and that our outer disharmonies reflect an inner malaise. True peace and harmony can only be found by an inner alignment with that deeper reality that connects us all. One can therefore point to three fundamental differences between the ordinary understanding of the term tradition and the special sense in which the term is used by traditionalists. First, in its ordinary meaning, Tradition may refer to etiquette, custom, habit, convention, a conventional way of doing or seeing things. But in its special sense, tradition is both a worldview and a way of being that involves what is sometimes referred to as the sense of the sacred. That is, the sense that the created world is a radiance of the transcendent. One might call it a fragrance of the divine. Second, in its ordinary meaning, tradition looks to the past. But in its special meaning, tradition is timeless. It speaks of truth which is true for all time, and therefore traditionalists sometimes speak of the primordial tradition or of the perennial tradition. And third, in its ordinary meaning, tradition refers to that which is conventional, the commonly accepted way. But in its special usage, tradition refers to the truth which, though universally accessible, is not common. Traditional methods involve initiation into a path that makes us alive to the sacred through a combination of receptive effort and grace and the full engagement of our deepest being to the truth that is universal.